Greetings everyone! I'm Katherine Chen and I'm a psychology and social behavior major here at UCI, and welcome to a new episode of Coach's Corner! Today's topic is about eating well. Nom 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 nom. If you remember last year, we had a physical wellness video from our awesome coach Ernie. Well, we're adding to that with eating well. So with our busy lives as college students, we may try to take shortcuts wherever possible to manage our busy lives. Unfortunately, we may also do this with eating habits. Many times we eat what is readily available, cheap, or quick to make. Oftentimes, this leads us to eat unhealthy foods. What could make it worse is if we think we're eating healthy, but in reality, we're not. To better address this issue, let's talk about nutrition labels. There are labels in virtually every single item that we consume in the US. The intent is to give us the nutritional values in everything we devour. Many times we don't look at what the label actually says, and when we do, we get confused. Let's take a minute or two to go over nutrition labels. So here is a typical nutrition label. Let's start with the top portion where it says serving size. One thing to definitely take note of is the servings per container. So for our example of mac and cheese, it says there are 2 servings per container. That means everything on this label should be multiplied by 2 if you consume the entire container. In effect, this mac and cheese is really 500 calories, even though it states 250. Next is what we have in yellow, which is fat, cholesterol, and sodium. These are big no-nos if you wish to eat healthy. Too much of any of these 3 can result in many cardiovascular diseases. Next on this list are the vitamins and fiber we all need to feel and be healthy. These are the ones you should focus on. Most fruits or vegetables have these filled up to the max. The more you get, the better. Lastly are the daily percentage values. These numbers are what make up a typical 2,000 calorie daily diet. But make sure to not get fooled, since again, there are 2 servings in this container. So if you look at the grams of fat, in reality, you would be getting 24 grams of fat and 36% of the daily recommended rather than the 12 grams and the 18% listed. Yes, eating healthy can be tricky, but fortunately we have so many great resources to help us. One of the best ways to do so is to pull out your smartphone and find the App Store and type in Fooducate. Fooducate is a free app available for both Android and iPhones, where you can not only view the nutritional information for any food item you are eating, but you can also visually see how it's graded when it comes to health value. If you don't have a smartphone, don't worry, since Fooducate is online at www.fooducate.com. It provides the same awesome resources and is, of course, free. So next time you're at the local grocery store, check out the nutrition label to see how much fat, protein, carbohydrates, and sugar your favorite product has.
Sugar do 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 do. Honey honey do 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 do.
Alrighty, I hope I was able to help you out today with eating well. But before I go, I have to ask you something. What's the difference between pizza and my pizza jokes? My pizza jokes can't be topped. Well, that's all the time I have for you. Once again, my name is Katherine, and thank you for joining me on this week's episode of Coach's Corner, and see you all next week for a new episode of Coach's Corner. Bye!